This is Jeremy Justice Waxman with Esports Max, and it's time to wrap up this past week of LCS. The best players, the biggest plays, and what to watch for next are all right here.
Shifter with the lick spin on. Oh my god! Spear rush. Still going for the kills. The second, he's not gonna get it. Oh my god, he does get it.
Froggen's really under pressure. Legendary LCS finds 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it going to be 5? I can't actually tell. Everyone is dead, and it is a pentakill.
Another 400 gold double.
Just getting a penta.
Triple kill for this. The one kill. Penta for double. Penta kill. Double it.
Wow, what a way to get an ace at the end of a 48-minute game.
It's time to hand out the weekly MVP awards, and we're going to start with the European LCS. SK Gaming's been on a roll lately, winning both of their games this past week and sitting only one game behind first place Alliance. While there are many factors that have gotten to this point, one of the biggest has been their jungler Sven. Against Millennium, he made some big plays to help his team get going, most notably executing a beautiful tower dive to give first blood over to Candy Panda, who was on the late game hyper carry of Kog'Maw. In the second game against Gambit, Sven just made all the plays himself, picking up a ton of kills while making sure his team always had control of the map. Over in North America, we have our first two-time MVP winner. I gave him shared MVP honors in Week 1, but he gets to keep them all to himself for Week 3. Xiao was an absolute monster, playing one of the nastiest games of Nidalee we've ever seen. His spears seem to have homing properties, chunking down or killing members of Complexity time and time again. In the game against TSM, his Kha'Zix quickly got out of control, becoming an extremely strong assassin that needed to be respected and feared, as Bjergsen found out the hard way. It's time to take a look at the biggest plays of the week, and we're going to start over in Europe, where Froggenivia made its return to LCS this week, and the fans couldn't have been more excited about it. Froggen showed that his skills with the Cryo Phoenix haven't diminished a bit, as a timely teleport to the bottom lane helped turn a fight around that was started by the Super Hot crew.
No problem. You see movement in the mid lane actually. Mega Inferno Bomb's going to come down. Nif's in trouble. That's going to land. Now Shook's in trouble. He's going to get caught out the side. Wicked's going to join in. Froggen manages to get on towards Mr. Rallis. Mr. Rallis goes down. Impaler onto Tamso. Can he land on towards him? A great stun comes out from Froggen. He gets himself in there. He picks up the double as well.
In North America, we're going to take a look at this game between LMQ and Complexity. Complexity thought they had executed a perfect gank on Ackerman and had him dead. But everything changed when No Name and Xiao showed off their tendency to be in the right place at the right time.
From Complexity have now been placed in the river after Prolly went down in the top lane. Kaz gets the red buff on. It's going to be the Wild Growth. Whimsy's there. It's only got a few more seconds. One return. Glitterlance. He should be all right. Forces a flash. That force is his. Oh, the shield goes on. He is going to live through that situation. It's going to be the spears now from Xiao. As soon as LMQ sees a fight, they start to converge on it instantly. This is going to be the turnaround, and he gets the double buff.
Finally, here's what to watch for as we go into Week 4. Over in Europe, the big question on everyone's mind is, can anyone stop Alliance? They're on a 6-game winning streak and don't appear to be slowing down. They'll be playing Fnatic and Gambit in Week 4, so it'll be up to one of these two former top teams to put the brakes on Froggen and company. Next, what's wrong with Roccat? The third place team from the spring split is currently 1-7, and the problems seem to be everywhere. The individual play hasn't been great, but the mid-game shot calling has been downright awful. Can they turn things around? Finally, let's keep an eye on the game of SK vs Fnatic. The champs have had their share of troubles, but this game against SK could tell us a lot about exactly how good Fnatic is right now. Over in North America, we have to ask, who's top dog right now? LMQ and Dignitas are tied for first, but Dig is going to have to face off against Curse, a team they've already lost to, and Cloud9, the defending champs. LMQ's schedule seems a bit easier with Curse and EG, but upsets have already occurred this split. Will one of these two teams still be in first place after this week, or will another team like CLG or C9 step up and take that spot? Next, how big of an impact will Loco Doco have on Team Solo Mid? They brought him in to be their full-time coach, but he only started this week, so the results may not be apparent right away. Still, after a 4-4 start to this split, TSM has to believe that things can only be getting better from here. Finally, the question that might be on everyone's mind is it time for a regime change in NA? Cloud9 has looked shaky for the first time since joining the LCS, having already lost 3 games, 2 of which were to last place teams Complexity and Evil Geniuses. We need to see if they're still suffering the after effects of High's absence, or if the rest of the region has finally surpassed them. That'll do it for the wrap up this week. Don't forget to check back with us, as we'll have full coverage of every LCS and OGN game, as well as results from LPL and GPL. For news, event coverage, features, and more, everything you need to know about League of Legends is all in one place, right here on Esports Max.